Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over some springtime baits. It's going to be here before you know it. That's when you can catch as many fish as you want to. It's really easy to catch fish then. They're getting ready to spawn. So I'll get into it and I hope y'all guys enjoy this video. My first one is probably this red-eye shad. It's a KVD red-eye shad. It's red and it's just red and black crawdad color, crawfish color, whatever. It worked. The reason why this works for me is because you can rip it right through grass. I usually like to target flats with this. Most of y'all, this is what most of y'all fish, But if y'all are new to fishing and y'all need to get in stuff, this is what I'm fishing. It's cheap. It's like $4.95 where I live, but that's what it looks like. I always use red in this. I don't always use red, but the reason why I chose red is because it is the fish are going up to spawn and they're gonna eat this. They're gonna eat on the way up there because they're gonna be sitting on their beds the whole spring, and not on the pre-spawn though. That's when they're eating. And you could change it to a bluegill color because once the bass lay their eggs, the bluegill are gonna try to come and eat the eggs. So they'll eat all the bluegill. They eat the snot out of the bluegill on the way up there. That's the two reasons why I chose red, but I just said bluegill. But yeah, choose bluegill. Here's a bluegill profile bait. I've got two of them. Here's here's a rattle trap. Here's a rattle trap that looks like a bluegill. I forgot what this one is. I forgot the brand, but it's a rattle trap, as you can see. The other one is this one. That's a KVD too. It's a flat body. No, it's not a flat body. It's a bluegill colored. Or most of y'all don't throw this, cause I don't know. You could, but shad colored. It's always good the bass are still gonna be eating. The shad aren't gonna be like they are in the shad aren't gonna be like they are in the fall. The shad are spawning all in the fall. That's when in the fall you can have your best days and you can have your worst days ever. But that's my first bait. I'll move on to the next bait. My next one is this Z-Man chatterbait. It's a black and blue. You can go with Saxy shad or like crawdad color. I've got a Yum Kroll, blue and black Kroll on the back as the trailer. This is just gonna move a bunch of vibration in it. Really good bait to fish in the spring. I think I've caught more fish on a chatterbait in the springtime than that lipless crankbait. But the reason is, so I fish tournaments, but this right here, it's come in big place for me in tournaments. It has killed me in tournaments. So you don't even catch a fish on it. But it's always a good bait. If you're just pond fishing and you wanna catch fish, I fish this right here because it just catches fish. They don't have to be big. But that's my second bait. You can always fish this anywhere. I like to skip it up under docks or flip it, whichever one you're better at. But I like skipping this because it's got the flat head. that's what it looks like again. And I'll see y'all guys in the, what am I saying? I'll see y'all guys at the next lure. What am I saying? I'll move on to my next lure. The next lure is a jig. This is a bluegill color jig. I'll take it back. It's like a bluegill and crawdad color mix. I've got a Googan, I forgot what it's called. A Googan crawl on the back of it. It represents a bluegill and it represents a crawdad at the same time. So the reason why I fish this is because I like, it's kind of slow moving bait. I catch bigger fish on jigs. I don't catch as many fish. Y'all could be totally different than me. Y'all can catch as many fish as y'all can catch more fish. Y'all can catch all kinds of fish on a jig and not catch anything on a lipless crankbait. But this is catching me bigger fish. I may not get a bite for 20-something minutes, but I'll keep on throwing this, and if it gets really, really slow, or say you're in a tournament and you are fishing and you already have a limit and it's 10 o'clock, that's pretty hard to do, but you already have 5 fish in the boat, 5 keepers in the boat. I'll just start throwing this jig around trying to catch a bigger fish, But there's a couple types of the jigs. This is a slim jig. Then my slim jigs are my favorite, but during the spring, I think there's still fish offshore to be caught. So this is a football head jig. Some of y'all are like, why the heck are you throwing a football head jig in spring? Like I said, there's fish offshore still. You just gotta find them. So that's another bait that I'll use. I'll move on to the next bait now. By the way, on the jig, crawdad colored football head jigs is what works best for me. Crawdad colored jigs is period, or bluegill color, like black and blue or something. My next one's probably got to be this 6-inch Zoom trick worm. It's a black trick worm. Rigging on a Texas rig. I usually like to use a 3 or 4 aught hook, sometimes 5. Depends on what I'm fishing. And this is just something extra. It's this garlic. It's Bang. It's this garlic spray that you spray on it, on this lure, and you spray it, and the fish love it. I was fishing one day with my friends and a dude that goes to my church, and so it's been real slow, and I didn't want to spray this because it stinks, but it helps you catch fish. So I gave it to my friend. He sprayed it on his lure. His next cast later pulls up a 3.5 pounder, and then he sprays it on there again, throws it back in the same spot, and pulls up another one. So that, I don't know if that really was what it was, but yeah, I think it was. That's also a good thing to put on all your soft plastics. But back to the trick worm. I like this is because you got the paddle tail. When I said paddle tail, because your hook's gonna be, if it's a 5-0, it's gonna be about right there. It's gonna be about right there on your thing, or about right there. So you got all this space right here, and when you pull it up, because you're gonna be pulling up like this. I like to do this when I'm pulling up. So this paddle tail, the back of the worm is it's just gonna be doing this in the water. Or I'll let it sink, and I'll kind of just twitch my rod tip like this, and it'll just keep that tail doing this. And I'll easily pull up 1 or 2 on this. It's a real good bait. I don't even know. I like to fish this anywhere. Rocks, grass. So say I'm fishing grass and I miss one on something, and I throw back in there a couple times, and I throw back in there with the same lure, and I don't catch the fish. I don't get another bite. But then I'll flip this, or like a crawl, some kind of soft plastic, and I'll flip it right on top of the bat, and when I'm gonna let it sink all the way down to the bottom. But as soon as this worm busts that mat, it's over. They're gonna bite it. So I'll move on to the next bait now. Next lure, hands down, this is probably one of the best lures any time of the year. This is a June bug young dinger. They're really good if you wacky rig them. There's all kinds of colors. There's more than this one I'm fishing today. There's June bug. There's I forgot what color this is. It's red and black. This color is I don't even know what that color is called. I forgot it too. It's got a chartreuse tip, and then this is brown. Watermelon red. Watermelon. Green watermelon. And red watermelon. I don't know what I'm saying. And then there's this color. It's got green and white. I forgot what color it is. Those are probably some of the best ones. I've got a bunch of weird looking colors that I fish with. But I don't catch fish on. Those are the ones I catch fish on. So, there's another type of little, it's not a young dinger. This is a Googan lunker log. It's a 5-inch, I believe, or a 4-inch, I can't remember. But yeah, so those are all good baits. Wacky rig, Texas rig, any kind of rig, you know, that works good for me. If you rig it weightless, like wacky rig, you can skip it up under docks with your spinning reel. So yeah, that's kind of what I do with that, and that's probably one of my favorite baits year round. My next one probably has to be a spinner bait. This is a red and black color spinner bait. You know, I use white and yellow. I just use pure white during fall, but I mean, I'll use any color. Not really. I usually only use white and yellow, or this color. This is the reason why I fish this in the spring is because crawdad. So that's another look at it. I believe this is a Booyah spinnerbait. Works really good in the spring. Probably, I mean, that's a good bait. The reason why I'm saying all these are my favorite baits are because I'm saying they're my favorite baits for fishing in spring. So that's one of them. I'll move on to the final lure. My next one probably has to be a crawl, a soft plastic crawl. So I've got two of my favorite brands. There's a Googan Bandito bug. I like Googan Kraken crawls too. And then here's Race Tail crawls. They're really good. Here's some young crawls, but I use these like this for trailers. So let me get one of these Googans out. I usually like Alabama crawl color. Like when I see the fish spawning in the spring, or I see a bed, I'll take this off the deck, and I'll flip it right past that bed, and then when I reel it right back across, when I bump it right back across that bed, they're gonna bite it. See, that's Bama crawl. Well, I hadn't even pulled these apart yet. This is what a hay about cross, but there it is. Ways to rig it on you can use 5-aught. I usually use a 3 or 4. Texas rig it. That's Googan. I don't worry about spraying any of that garlic crap on it. Not really crap, but I don't worry about spraying any of that on there. These baits are really good for pond fishing too, like in summer, but I really do like them in the spring period. You can skip them up under docks, but I usually flip them up under docks. There's what that one looks like. It's a smaller profile. Like this one right here, you can tell the difference between it. This is the bandito bug and this is the race tail crawl. The cracking crawl I like too, but I think this one's